15 Best Things to Do in USA. The US is home to some of the most spectacular scenery in the world and some of the most recognizable icons on the planet. Many of the top attractions in the United States are bucket list destinations, drawing visitors from around the world. Compiling a list of places to see is step 1. Plenty of options awaits you, with incredible sights sprinkled across the country. For anyone in the enviable position of having unlimited time and resources, these are the top attractions to include in your itinerary. Number 1, White House. The White House is the official residence of the President of the United States, and should be on the top of your list of things to see in Washington. This historic structure has been the home of every president except George Washington. Lafayette Park is on the north side of the White House. Beyond is a pedestrian-only zone, full of interesting characters, and an excellent spot to get a great photo. Tours of the White House are free, but reservations must be made a minimum of 3 weeks in advance. Strict security rules are always in effect. Number 2, Hollywood Sign, Los Angeles, California. Over on the West Coast, and situated on Mount Lee in the Hollywood Hills, are the iconic 14-meter tall white letters spelling out Hollywood, which are viewable up close or from a distance. In the area, you can also see the famous stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on Hollywood Boulevard. While in Los Angeles, head to Venice Beach for another classic American experience, a stroll down the Venice Beach boardwalk. There you'll encounter plenty of colorful characters and equally colorful artwork that's probably better suited for viewing than buying. Next, head to the famous Santa Monica Pier to see the sign that marks the end of Route 66. Number 3, Route 66, Oklahoma. Affectionately known as the Mother Road, Route 66 offers the quintessential American road trip experience. Stretching from Chicago to the Santa Monica Pier, the legendary Route 66 road trip is arguably one of the most famous in the world, crossing 8 states and 3 time zones. The trip will take you past some of the country's most iconic roadside scenes, from neon signage and middle-of-nowhere truck stops to kitschy Americana. Number 4, Gateway Arch, Street Louis, Missouri. The world's tallest arch sits in Street Louis, Missouri, and was built to symbolize the westward expansion of the United States. The Gateway Arch, as it's called, is dedicated to the American people, and is incredible to behold. The stainless steel structure stands nearly 200 meters in height, making it tallest man-made monument in the Western Hemisphere, and the tallest accessible building in Missouri. Street Louis is also home to City Museum, the 10-story, 100-year-old surrealist wonderland that combines the whimsy of a children's playground with the sophistication of modern architecture. Another iconic museum in the area is Mark Twain's boyhood home, which is also worth a visit. Number 5, Space Needle, Seattle, Washington. Head to Seattle to see the city's iconic 158-meter observation tower, known as the Space Needle. Built for the 1962 World's Fair, the Space Needle stands as a monument to innovation and Seattle's forward-thinking ethos. Serving as the natural backdrop to Seattle's urban center is the iconic and epic Mount Rainier, a beautiful volcanic mountain that stills over 4,300 meters high. Also iconic to Seattle is your favorite coffee shop, Starbucks. Visit one unlike any other at the Starbucks Seattle Roastery. Number 6, Mount Rushmore, South Dakota. Visit the Black Hills region of South Dakota for a chance to see Mount Rushmore National Memorial. At Mount Rushmore National Memorial, faces of 4 former U.S. presidents stand carved into the side of the massive granite mountain at nearly 20 meters high. Go see Presidents Lincoln, Washington, Roosevelt and Jefferson for yourself, and claim a photo with one of the most iconic landmarks in the United States. Number 7, Monument Valley, Utah. Visit the red sand desert of Monument Valley, the iconic desert landscape that's home to many of the area's beautiful natural sandstone buttes. Travel the 27-kilometer loop to get the best view of the area, which you may recognize from the many Western movies that have been filmed there over the years. Monument Valley is located on the Arizona-Utah border, though it falls within the territory of the Navajo Nation, the largest Native American Indian reservation in the United States. Number 8, Waikiki. Home to the most popular beach in the Hawaiian Islands and possibly the most famous beach in the Pacific, Waikiki has been a tourist destination for over a century. Today this area is a cross between tropical paradise and modern city. Relaxing on this beautiful stretch of sand with palm trees blowing in the wind will certainly let you know you are in the tropics, but the high-rise buildings and busy street in behind are a reminder that you are not far from civilization. Number 9, Las Vegas. Walking along the Las Vegas, the main street leading through the city past the mega resorts, is like strolling through an amusement park for adults. Recreations of the New York skyline, the Eiffel Tower, the canals of Venice, and many more foreign sights line this famous street. Beginning at one end with the Luxor Hotel, designed in a pyramid shape, a walk down the street will reveal an erupting volcano and dancing fountains, while inside the resorts are all kinds of oddities and entertainment. Many of the best things to see and do in Las Vegas are sights that can be seen for free. Number 10, Times Square. Bustling Times Square, famous for its flashing billboards, New Year's Eve countdown, and constant throngs of people, lies at the heart of Midtown Manhattan. This intersection, in normal times, is really about the energy one feels when standing on the corner as taxicabs rush by and lights flash overhead, rather than any individual sight on the square. While it is an interesting place to visit during the day, it is probably best seen at night to experience the full impact. Number 11, Yellowstone National Park. Yellowstone National Park is home to a huge ancient volcano, which has resulted in a dramatic landscape and awesome natural phenomena. Geysers and hot springs, along with incredible waterfalls along the Yellowstone River, are just some of the attractions drawing in huge numbers of tourists each year. The park, the oldest national park in the USA, is also home to all kinds of wildlife, with free-roaming bison, bighorn sheep, antelope, black bears, and grizzly bears. Number 12, Orlando, an immersive Star Wars-themed hotel. Those crazy kids at Disney have come up with a new immersive experience for Star Wars fans. The Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel at Hollywood Studios in Florida isn't just a place to rest your head, it's an out-of-this-world adventure. Number 13, take a cruise to Alaska. Vast, icy and sparsely populated, Alaska, just across the Bering Strait from Russia, is very different from the rest of the United States. The deep, forested interior is largely uninhabited and inaccessible, so one of the best ways to see what the state has to offer is from the deck of a ship. Taking an Alaskan cruise will allow you to spot ocean-going wildlife including whales and seals as you sail along the rugged coastline of inexorable glaciers and jagged rocks. Number 14, Glacier National Park and the Going to the Sun Road. Montana's Glacier National Park offers some of the most beautiful mountain scenery in the United States. Mountains, lakes, glaciers, valleys, and waterfalls combine to form a spectacular alpine landscape. One of the best ways to truly appreciate the terrain is from the famous Going to the Sun Road. Number 15, Eat the American Way. American cuisine is often derided as being little more than hamburgers, pizza, and junk food, but there's so much more to it than that, and a trip to the US can be a culinary adventure to convert even the most skeptical. This makes tasting the food one of the most important activities in the USA. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel.